it'll be nice to get back here. I know it's always nice to be home, whether it's being at home in your own bed or being at home in your own gym. It's just nice to be home.
Where is this basketball team right now on your kind of path of progress, if you were to map it out?
I mean, I think if you're going to recap the weekend, we got off to just a horrific start. Played a terrible half of basketball, and then the next 3 halves of basketball, we played pretty decent basketball. You know, we had a bad stretch at the end of the second half, or end of the first half, beginning of the second half at UIC, and that was pretty much the difference of the game. I thought we competed for the most part, executed the game plan. You know, we let a couple things get away from us, a couple turnovers, and then we went through one of our almost infamous at this point dry spells where we didn't score for 9 straight possessions, and then, you know, that created a monster. And then, you know, we spent the second half trying to dig out of it, but, you know, I thought we showed some character, and we made progress through the weekend.
Does that almost become like a mental block when you get in, start to miss a couple shots? Does it feel like on the sidelines that here we go again, that kind of thing, or what's your take on that?
Oh, it does. It does. I mean, we don't have a lot of experience with winning or success, and you know, there's the overall idea of winning the game, but there's possessions, and you know, you always hear people talk about the game within the game and that kind of stuff, and you know, it's just sometimes we have trouble mentally winning those little battles, and they seem to create big problems for us to try to overcome in the end. So I do think part of our struggles are our mental approach and being able to fight through some, you know, unfortunate, bad, difficult, whatever you want to call them, situations, and not allowing you know, we had a 7-point lead, and then we're down 14 at halftime. We didn't score again the rest of the half. Not allowing some defensive miscues to adversely affect you at the offensive end, and that's definitely a mental thing that we're going to address today and hopefully continue to get better with.
How do you transplant the thought that, hey, you guys are good enough to get a 7-point lead or a 24-point lead, so, you know, you use what you did to do that? Is there a problem in getting that to...
Well, there's a problem with me delivering that message because I've tried and I've not succeeded. So there's something that's being lost in translation. You know, and I think, you know, part of it is us trying to do that, and a lot of times we created those leads by other people making mistakes. And then, you know, they don't make a mistake, and now we become the ones making the mistakes, whether, you know, at the end of the half against UIC, we had a couple turnovers that were just terrible passes. You know, we turned the ball over a lot, but a lot of them are traveling violations, which I'm not happy with, but at least they don't turn into points. We get to get back and play defense. We had some passing turnovers and some bad decision turnovers that led directly to fast break points for them. And then it does kind of snowball a little bit, and I think we're having a hard time getting back to exactly what you said. Listen, we had a 7-point lead just 2 minutes ago. Let's get back to playing basketball that way. And you know, that basketball's a long game, and it's made up of a lot of runs, and trying to create what you just did is sometimes difficult, and it has been difficult for us.
Bob, do you anticipate a little more step this week because Green Bay's a ranked team? You played on Thursday.
Man, I'm excited. I mean, you don't, on our schedule, this is our only chance to play a ranked team at home. And a lot of mid-major teams don't get to play ranked teams at home. You only get to play them when you go to their place and take a $10,000 guarantee to do it. So, you know, it's exciting for us to have a ranked team come into the Beagley Center and play on our home floor, which we played well. They're outstanding. They're fun to watch. I mean, I enjoy watching them. I mean, they play well. They play very good basketball. So it'll be exciting to play a team like that and see what we can do with them.
Is it nice to maybe have a couple extra days to prepare for them instead of being the second game of the double dip, so to speak?
It'd be nice if we had about a year and a half to prepare for them. I mean, we're going to do the best we can. We're going to, you know, we're going to try to take some things away from them. But I mean, they're a great team, and you know, we'll see what we can do with them.
Going back to the mental aspect of it, you said last month after the win at Bucknell, you've never seen a reaction like that for a win in November, December, whatever it was. Do you think that the mental hurdle is the biggest thing you have to overcome as part of this rebuilding process, just to get that culture of, hey, you know, we can be in these games and we can get these victories?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's probably the biggest difference between winners and losers in basketball is the mental approach to it. You know, from the way you approach your scouting reports, to your Monday, Tuesday practices. You know, good teams, when they play on Saturday, they have a good practice on Monday. When we play on Saturday, we have a terrible practice on Monday. I mean, it's almost to the point I don't want to go on Mondays, just because our mental mindset isn't there yet. And that carries over throughout the week, the way you prepare for the game. You know, everybody's excited to play on game day, and everybody wants to win on game day. And you'll see the good teams execute better because they executed better throughout the week. And that's what we've got to get to, is that we execute throughout the week so that on game day we have enough confidence to execute in the game. And I think that's the most important of the mental aspects. And when you start doing those things correctly, then you have the mental confidence to compete because you've done it all week in practice. And then hopefully you have some success in games where you can say, hey, we've done this in a game. So, yeah, the mental hurdle is our biggest obstacle at this point.
Bob, you shot about 130 more three-pointers than your opponents. Is that kind of where you want to be now?
I'd like to have made 130 more than our opponents. Yeah, I mean, we got some kids that are coming around. Obviously, Ken's shooting the ball better. And it's a necessity for us to stretch out the floor. I mean, if we don't, they're already putting everybody they can in the paint when Brandy gets the ball. If we don't show some willingness to shoot the ball and make shots, they're never going to get it out of the paint. So, I mean, we want to try to stretch people out. We're spending a great deal amount of time on shooting, and we're going to continue to do that. And hopefully, as the conference season heats up, we'll be able to at least post some respectable numbers in conference play. I mean, our overall shooting percentage won't be good this year, no matter what, but we can at least try to put something out there on conference play that'll be decent.
Where are you guys offensively now than you were at the beginning of the year?
Oh, we're moving a lot better. We're moving a lot more. You know, and I thought our movement was good this weekend. We moved, but we weren't real intelligent with our moving. And it's a learning process. But at least we showed the willingness to cut and move and try to get open and things of that sort. And I think we need to now show some signs of thinking and coaching and set screens. We're not screening, we're cutting. We got more cuts than I've ever seen in my life, but we don't have any screeners out there. So hopefully we can shore that up a little bit this week and next week. And you know, if we can put that together, you're going to see us getting a lot better shots over the next month.